Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, if your name is Lady Ali and your name is Sir Neil, you should get excited. We're somewhere lost in Peyia. But we're not going to be here for long. We're going to work our way towards the main coast road and we're going to head back towards Paphos. But look at that for a blueness in that sky. Look at that for blueness in that sea. And guess what? Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. All that's actually missing is you. So want to get yourself on that big bird or that canoe, start paddling like crazy. Because Cyprus, Paphos, Marika and me are quite simply waiting for you. If your name's Fernando, well, guess what? We'll be waiting for you next week. So come on, mosey on down to downtown Paphos. We're going to take a left and we're going to head out towards the Coral Bay area. Those of you who are familiar with the area know that on the right hand side now is Coral Bay. Lots of nice villas, you've got apartment complex and of course probably one of the best beaches in Paphos. Although I do believe that Coral Bay Beach is not the best beach. I believe if you keep going that little bit further and you attack Coralia Bay Beach, that's the better beach. There's something to do with its latitude, there's something to do with the goldiness, the browniness of its sand. There's something to do with the nice parking area and it's something to do with a better restaurant area. And of course our girl in charge of the show, Dame Anne, she confirms that Coralia Bay Beach is the better beach. And she's the girl in charge, so we've got to listen to her. In downtown Hartlepool, that's where she is. But guess what? Not long now, 57 days, and that girl will be dancing the Chuchuchka down the downtown Ghetto Paphos promenade. And in the evening time, well, more often than not, she'll be Chuchuchka dancing in one of the restaurants somewhere around Paphos and catching those last glimpses as the sun crescendos in the skies above Paphos before it starts its descent off to downtown Cato, Australia, and pops its head up, especially for our girl in charge of the world of Australia, our Queen of Oz, Miss Helen. And of course, we've also got a man in the know down in Tasmania, and he's got a beautiful wife who we once stole from downtown Cyprus, and her name is Maria. Yes. The little birdies have been whispering into Mr. Paul's ear. Thank you very, very much, Mr. John Ricey. There we are. I popped it into the script. So to our man and our girl in downtown Tasmania, Mr. Leon and Miss Maria, a very, very good morning to you. And we hope that the sun cooks you and makes everything lovely and you have a nice barbecue and all those kind of things. How do you say it? Barbie. Let's go have a Barbie. That sounds like a Barbie doll, doesn't it? Anyway, where are we? Well, slowly but surely now we're going to enter Kisonaga. The white wall on the left says Peyia, and that one there says Kisonaga. Welcome. So here we are, downtown Kisonaga. If you're wondering about this area now, it looks a bit barren, doesn't it? Well, rumour has it that on the right hand side here, on the cusp of that blue Mediterranean Sea, they're going to build a marina. And they're going to be building it very, very soon indeed. They've been trying to build it for the last 20 years, but various developers have been arguing and the governments have been changing and politicians have been not getting enough bribery and all those kind of things. But apparently enough politicians have been bribed, and now finally they are going to build the downtown Paphos Coral Bay Kisonaga. Who knows what it'll be called, but it's going to be a marina, and they're going to build a hotel and apartment complexes and villas, and you'll be able to park your boat up, especially if your name's Mr. Fosey and you've got a boat in downtown Limassol. You'll be able to sail up and have a little bit of a snooze just off the Coral Bay promenade, shall we say. Well, there isn't a promenade in Coral Bay. Now there's an idea. Perhaps Marika and me should build a promenade in downtown Coral Bay, and then we could strut that promenade with some superstars from all the way in downtown Wales. Yep, Miss Rachel, yep, and our Welshman Mr. Dave. Hopefully your wind chime is whistling in the background, and we know you had a spectacular holiday, and I'm sure that Miss Rachel would have looked after you and made sure your birthday was absolutely splendid, our man from Wales. And hopefully we'll look forward to seeing you again in the not too distant future. Also, some other stars have left the little island of love, and they're probably canoodling somewhere in downtown York as I speak. Yes, I'm talking to you, Miss Rachel, and of course Mr. Jason, who likes to have a bit of a canoodle. I don't know if he wants a pot noodle or a canoodle. Perhaps it's a new product that's been brought out by Golden Wonder. I don't know. But I've got a feeling it's more to do with, yes, I think you know what I'm on about. Two downtown superstars all the way back in York. Their next little venture abroad will of course be to Egypt. Then they're going to go to Paris, and you never know. In the new year, they may plan on coming back to downtown Cyprus. But one thing's for sure, we're friends for life, and we will look forward to seeing you sometime again in the future. Where are we now? Downtown Kisonica Crossroads. If you keep going straight, you go to Clorica and to Paphos. If you go up to the left, you go up to Uptown Clorica, up to Lemba and Uptown Kisonica. Confusing. And if you go to the right, well, you go straight into the Bayside Kiosk, which is a good kiosk. It's open 24 hours a day. So if you are on a job at night, let's say you've got a bit of burglary equipment with you and a balaclava in your back pocket, I often carry one, why not? Well, if you're looking for some refreshments or a pack of Walker's crisps, something like that, the Bayside Kiosk is always open and waiting for you and your money. But unfortunately, more often than not, the boys in blue are parked up outside as well. And of course, they are quite simply waiting for you. Where are we? Well, what's this place coming up on the side? Sunset Bay. That's a bit of a resort, isn't it? Sunset Bay Resort in downtown Kisonica. Lady, oh, so sweet Caroline, get your bottom on a memory foam pillow. And just before you do, pour a tot or two for the legend, the superstar known as the Lord of the Nigels of the Big Guns. And look, I like to travel that a little bit slower. I like to allow people to take in the beauty and the spectacalities of all of the blueness and all the spectacality of downtown Paphos as I drive around. I'm not an aggressive driver. I don't like to stick myself up other cars' bottoms, although I do have a BMW stuck up my bottom. But hey, what's changed? If you drive a BMW, well, you're always jealous of a man in a Mercedes. Isn't that right, Mr. Andy? All the way out in downtown Shropshire. That dog, Ollie the Wally, I bet he's wallying around with you, that's for sure. And I bet Miss Justine is giving you a slap round your jobs right as we speak. Of course, you're coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed. September, it's literally just around the corner. And we're looking forward to sitting in the 199 pub. It's not 179 anymore, it's 199 on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. No doubt we'll have a pint or two. We'll have a pint of Coke. You can have a pint of, I don't know, Keo. I think that was your favourite, wasn't it? And Justine and her sister Marika can have a good chat about what's been going on in the world. But I tell you what, the weather, if you're curious to know, perhaps if your name is Miss Dawn, you've got a husband called Mr. Sean, a little cat called Miss Daisy, and a genius of a dog called Bo. The weather, well, the mercury has certainly hit the highs, shall we say. Over the last couple of days, it's been in and around 38, 39 degrees. Rumours have had it that it's gone over 40 in some parts of Cyprus, like Nicosia. But luckily on the coast, it's that little bit cooler, but it is very, very hot indeed. Of course, if you're coming here to get a suntan, that's what you want. But unfortunately, if you live here for the rest of your life, perhaps you don't. The aircon bills are going to be astronomical, but there we go. That is life. Now, if you're wondering about this genius of a dog, he's a very proud dog, he's a very, very handsome dog. His name is Mr. Bobo, and my God, is he a clever dog, because now and again, he likes to go and get a plastic friend. Normally it's Mr. Sean's plastic friend, but now and again, he actually pops into Mr. Sean's Land Rover, drives down to see Mr. Christopher. Mr. Paul turns a blind eye, and he zaps his credit card as well. Where does he zap it? Well, he goes onto the little Buy Me a Coffee platform. Yep, Buy Me a Coffee. Google it, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, up it comes, and you can choose to buy us a coffee or two as a thank you, as a salute, or perhaps to motivate us to make a special video for you. A shout out for your birthday, for your anniversary, whatever it may be. But that's how it works. That's how the little channel known as Marika and me is kept afloat. You can also choose to become a superstar member at only €10 a month. Done automatically. All the complexities are taken away, and we thank every person that has chosen to do it. Obviously the girl in charge of the show, Day Man, thank you very much. Lady Ali, Sir Neil, thank you very much. Sir Michael Crompton, thank you very much. The list goes on and on and on. What can I say? There's also the super thanks button on YouTube as well. I'm confusing my English. The heat's getting to me. The aircon needs to go back up. I've turned the fan on the aircon down because obviously it is very, very hot outside, and I'm getting a bit of a breeze, but not enough. So I'm confusing my English, especially for you. This is the St. George Crossroads. So Mr. Murray, if you're still watching, you're not in town yet, if you take a right there, literally, you're going to go straight into the St. George Hotel and Spa Resort's main reception. One or two shops outside, so you haven't got far to walk once you get bored of the blue Mediterranean Sea at the beach and the museum to the rear of the hotel. Good hotel, to be honest. And of course we know some other superstars who are coming there very, very soon. Indeed, our surf boy kid, Mr. Jim. And of course he's bringing with him one hell of a beauty. Oh yeah, Paula Marie. She'll be coming into town very, very soon indeed. And we're looking forward to Chuchki dancing down the downtown Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area together. That's for sure. If you want a rampant rabbit or a new air conditioning unit, Premier Electrical is there on your left hand side. I don't think we need a rampant rabbit, but I do think that we could do with one of these new state-of-the-art air conditioning units, because it would chill us down that little bit more, wouldn't it? Might pop in afterwards and have a look and see if my bank balance can stretch to it just enough. You never know. We're rapidly approaching downtown Paphos, and I thank you for your company again. If you want to learn your way in and around downtown Paphos, well, Marika and me, the little channel, could be that channel for you. We try to give you a guided tour of Paphos, shall we say. We try to give you some information that perhaps other channels have not even thought about it. And on top of that, we try to bring that little bit of fun, that little bit of stupidity into your life. If you're looking for an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of black sunglasses, well, Mr. Paul is the man for you. There we are. We are now going to come past the King Elephant Hotel, or to give it its correct term, of course, it's the King Elephant Hotel. Some superstars that have stayed in there in the past, well, my cousin King James is Queen Kareem. And if your father is a king, and if your mother is a queen, that must mean that you are a princess. And that means that you must be Princess Darling. Hopefully you're having a great day, and hopefully your dad enjoyed his glass, his wee dram in the special Marika and me class. Thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Thanks for watching.